So all healthcare falls into one of four buckets. The first is what's known as the ACA, goes by Affordable Care Act, sometimes called Obamacare. This is your major medical. This covers pre-existing conditions. That's one of the big benefits of it. It's a lot of brand names that people know. One benefit of this is that there's no cap. So there's no, once you pay the out-of-pocket maximum, they will pay everything else. The problem with these nowadays is they're extremely expensive. They're getting more and more expensive every year. People simply can't afford them anymore, so they're looking for some alternatives. They also have limited networks, so a lot of times when people travel, they have problems that way too. One alternative is a lot cheaper version of an ACA plan is called a short-term medical. It often has a limit of several million on how much it'll cover, but the benefit is that it's a whole lot cheaper, often 50–60% less, and you can get it for up to 3 years depending on what state you're in. You must qualify for it. You do have to go through underwriting. This can be a problem for some people, so this is usually for people who are a little bit healthier. One other option that people often go with is a Christian sharing ministry. A lot of people aren't very familiar with these. But these are not insurance, but they function very much the same way as what you're already used to. These are faith-based communities for people who are living a Christian life. So what I mean by that is usually if you're a smoker, if you're a drinker, if you do anything like that, usually the plan's not going to work out for you. That's one of the downsides. But you need to agree with their statement of beliefs, and you need to live a Christian life. So one example of where this might be a problem is if you were to go out drunk driving and get in an accident, there may be a coverage issue there just because you're not adhering to the way that they want for Christians to live. So for some people that's no problem, for others it may be. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. The last one is a defined benefits plan, which does give the benefits of first day coverage. It's much more affordable, again 50–60% less than what you're going to pay with Obamacare. One huge benefit is that the excess benefit is often paid to the customer rather than to the doctor, so you can actually walk away with some cash in your pocket just after going to the doctor. Again, you do have to qualify for this. That can be a problem for some people, but there's different programs depending on what health conditions you have. And the other thing that may be a problem for some people is you have to be a smart shopper, since they're paying you for what the procedure is, regardless of what doctor you go to. Then it can be up to you to find the cheapest doctor to go to, and there's often good tools that they provide for stuff like that too. So pretty much whatever you hear, whatever kind of plan you hear, it can be called all kinds of different things, but it's going to fall into one of these four major buckets. So any questions, feel free to reach out. Hope this is helpful.